Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha and thank you so much for joining me. So this video combines days 8 to 12 of the hair growth and body glow up challenge. So I more or less did, very similar things on each of those days, and that's why I decided it would probably be better for me to give you a summary of those days instead of giving you a summary each and every day. So the walking has been going well, and like I explained in one of my last videos, splitting the day up has been really helpful. So instead of doing or trying to do 6,000 steps in one go, I actually split it into 3 or 4 walks, and that makes it so much easier because my muscles are not tired or sore, and I actually have been able to do more than 6,000 steps a day. And the working out has also been going well, so I am still doing it twice a week. Maybe I'll start to increase next week, we'll see, but I'm going to stick with a minimum of twice a week, and I'm actually starting to enjoy it now because I can feel all this feel good hormones, all the endorphins are being released. And I've continued to eat healthily, making sure I'm getting basically all the macros, but mostly getting protein in, because protein is really important for hair growth and it's also important for healthy glowing skin. So I've realized I'm eating quite a lot of eggs. I do try and keep it to a maximum of 2 eggs a day because the eggs do have cholesterol and I don't want to have high cholesterol levels. So my hair was actually moisturized from the last time I moisturized it. In the video that I showed you how I've been using the spray. So I only focused on oiling my scalp and also doing the scalp massages. So I think this is one of the advantages of using the same ingredients, or at least most of the ingredients in the spray and in the oil as well as the butter, so that if you're not using everything at once, you still get the benefits of all those wonderful ingredients. So the way I've been applying the oil, again, I've kept it really simple. I just dip my fingers into the oil and then apply it, first of all, onto my scalp. And then as you'll see later on, I do apply it to the braids as well because I want to lubricate my hair. So a little while ago, I would actually use an applicator bottle, one of those pointed applicator bottles, or a dropper or pipette to put the oil onto my scalp and onto my hair. But I've noticed that when I've got a protective style in, such as box braids, it's much better if I just use my fingers, because my fingers are sensitive and they'll be able to feel if there's any webbing or anything of the sort. Because if I just use an applicator bottle and there is any webbing going on, then that applicator bottle, that tip, could actually rip through the hair and break it. So I just find using my fingers a much more gentle way of doing things, and therefore this is the way that I'm going to be applying the oils. And it's a very nice sensory thing as well. We are sensory creatures, and therefore it's like basically starting the process of scalp massage when I use my fingers. But of course, this is what's working for me. And if you already have a system or a method that works for you, then you don't have to change it just because this is what I'm doing. You can just continue to do what works for you. The main thing is, we want to get those growth stimulants onto our scalp, and you just use a method that you have tried and tested and that works for you. But if you're a little bit unsure about what to do, then you want to try what I'm just doing and recommending, and then you can see whether or not that works for you as well. So I made sure that my entire scalp was covered in the oil, as you saw, and also making sure that I'm applying it to the edges all the way around. And then I also did the Ayurvedic scalp massage twice this week. So this is quite an intense scalp massage. It's not just rubbing your fingers or, that sort of thing, quite randomly. It is quite focused, and I do have a more detailed tutorial, and I've put a link to that video in the description box below so that you can watch that. But I find this to be so beneficial. So I don't do it every single day, but I'm trying to do it at least 2 to 3 times a week, and then the rest of the time I might do a very quick mini scalp massage that's not as detailed as this one. So I know some people may prefer to use things like scalp massaging brushes, or one of those electric scalp massages, and if you want to use that, by all means go ahead and use that, because they are really good. I have a little brush that I use, it's a silicone one, but I decided not to use it while I have a protective style in, because I'm just worried that those little spikes could break my hair. But it's what I think. It's not like I've got any hard evidence for that. So if using a brush works for you, then by all means go ahead and continue to use that, because I know some people just don't like using their fingers when they're doing the scalp massages. So you do what works for you. The most important thing is to keep an eye on how your hair reacts to that, because we don't want any breakage. We want to retain our hair. So yeah, keep an eye on how your hair responds to a certain technique or a certain method. So after applying the oil to my scalp and doing the scalp massages, I do actually add a little bit of oil to my braids. So I just apply some, if I've got quite a bit of oil on my hands already or on my fingers already, then I just basically rub that oil onto the braids. And the reason I'm doing this is because my hair is very coily, and inevitably some of the hair, the ends are going to start poking out of the braids. No matter how carefully you install the braids, some of the hair is going to start poking out, and those coils could coil around each other. So the coils from different braids could coil around each other, leading to knots, split ends, a lot of friction, etc., tangles at the ends, and that could lead to breakage. So just applying a little bit of oil is like a lubricant. Oil is a lubricant. So applying that oil is going to minimize that friction, it's going to minimize the coiling, it's going to minimize the tangling of the ends. I know some people, they actually apply gel or something, along the braids to basically lay those coils or the hair flat against the braids. That is to minimize the coiling and, all those things. Yes, some people do it just to make it look neater, but there is an advantage that it actually protects your hair. But I don't want to add gel or anything to my braids, so I'm just going to be lubricating using the oil, because I'm already applying oil. So once I finish doing a scalp massage, I always keep the braids loose, just to prevent any tension, because the scalp relaxes and therefore the hair follicles kind of relax as well. And if you apply any tension to the hair, you could actually result in pulling out of the hair. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and found it useful, got some useful tips that you can incorporate in your hair journey. So if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe, and I would really appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up and also sign up for notifications. To those of you who have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate your love and support. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you so much. And I just want to say thank you. And also thank you to everybody who engages. So those of you who come and comment, you who leave a comment, ask questions, all those things, I really appreciate it as well. And it just makes, this journey so much more fun. So thank you so much. So I will see you very soon with another video. Until then, take care of yourselves and your loved ones and stay safe and God bless. Bye for now.